Imagine if every repetitive task on your computer could run automatically, even while you sleep. Sending emails, processing form responses, moving data between apps, posting content online, all without you touching the keyboard. Now, today I am going to show you a tool that can automate almost everything. It's called n8n, and the best part is you don't need to be a hardcore programmer to use it. Hi everyone, my name is Mithil. I am working in AI and automation, and in this series we are going to learn n8n. By the end of this series, you will be able to run or build automation systems that could connect different apps, process data automatically, and even integrate AI into workflows. So, welcome to the first episode. Uh, in this n8n automation series, we'll start with the basics and understand how automation works and how n8n helps us build these automated systems. Now, everyone has gone through all these problems like sending emails manually every day, same task, same effort, copying data between apps from one place to another, checking form responses, waiting and refreshing over and over, posting content repeatedly, same content, different platforms, all manual tasks. Now, imagine a better way. What if your apps could connect automatically and send all those posts to all your different accounts like LinkedIn, Instagram, and your WhatsApp status or something. Instead of doing all these tasks manually, your application could communicate each other automatically. Data moves from one system to another without any human intervention. Emails get sent automatically, notifications are generated automatically, and the system keeps running even while you sleep. This is the power of automation. Now, if I explain you uh, what is automation in a simple terms, automation means creating systems where software performs repetitive tasks automatically. For example, imagine a form on your website. When someone fills that form, a system could automatically save the data and send a confirmation email. So the process becomes a form submitted, the data gets saved, and the email will be sent. This entire process can help without any manual effort. If I can give you a real life example, a customer came to your website and there is a form where the customer fills it up, and our automation trigger will automatically get those data. It will save it into a database somewhere like a Google Sheet or in Microsoft Excel, and uh, an confirmation email would be sent to that particular customer, like thank you for connecting with us, or we will soon reach out to you, everything. And an internal team will also get a notification that no, someone just filled a form, and that is we sent a confirmation email to them, so that the your sales team or maybe your business development team could uh, see to or they can reach out to the customer. So why automation matters? Automation is becoming extremely important for businesses and developers for several reasons. First, it saves a huge amount of time. Second, it reduces human mistakes. Third, it allows teams to focus on important work instead of repetitive tasks. And most importantly, automation allows businesses to scale without increasing manual work. This is why automation tools are becoming essential in modern software systems. Now, for this automation, as I mentioned before, you don't need to be a hardcore programmer. So how and you will gonna make all this stuff? So meet n8n and low code no code platform. built on Node JS, web development framework. So what this platform does, this brings us the tool we are learning. So this n8n is a workflow automation platform that allows us to connect different applications and automate processes between them. Instead of writing complex code, you can build workflows visually using nodes. And one of the most powerful thing about n8n is that it is open source, meaning you can run it on your own infrastructure if you want. So how this n8n works? Automation workflows in n8n usually follow a simple pattern. First, a trigger starts the workflow, then the system processes some data, and finally an action happens. For example, a schedule trigger runs every morning, the workflow processes some data, and then an email is sent automatically. This trigger, process, action pattern is the foundation of almost every automation workflow. Now, there will be a question like why uh, n8n is so powerful? There are many automation tools available today, but n8n is special for several reasons. First, it is open source. Second, it is self-hosted and it is highly customizable. It is API friendly and it is the most powerful for building intelligent workflows with AI integrations. So in this series, what we are going to learn, we will learn how to create workflows that connect different applications, process data automatically, integrate AI models, and build production level automation pipelines. But instead of just talking about it, let's actually open an n8n and build our first automation workflow together. So this is the uh, website of n8n, n8n.io, where you can see there is an example of how the n8n canvas looks like and how different kinds of integration plugins they are providing and stuff like that. Now there are several ways we can use n8n. We can self-host it to our computer itself. We can use n8n cloud and we can use an cloud infrastructure where we can host our n8n server. For this beginner tutorial, I recommend all of you to sign in with an email and create a free trial of or start a free trial of this n8n cloud. So for this, I'm just going to name it uh, tutorial app.n8n cloud. So okay, uh, I was making a mistake. So you just have to provide one email which you are going to use for this. You just have to verify your email and you have to create your account first. So I will quickly make one account here, and as I was showcasing how to create an cloud environment using n8n's free trial, you can just provide your name and everything, a password and stuff, and you can just start your free trial for 14 days. And yeah, so once you create an account, Just start your automation and it will let you to one canvas. Okay, just use the run from scratch to understand what n8n canvas is and what are the different kind of nodes we have, so you can get better understanding of what the things are in it. So if I give you a quick go through, so there is an overview where you could see different workflows, your personal details, your different workflows, your whatever the credentials you are going to save, and what are the production or the executions you have run or you have. So let's start directly. So this is the n8n canvas where you can give it a name. We will give it as video 1. Now there is an editor canvas. There are executions which will be here once we run something into n8n. Then valuations, basically what are the failures and good cases we got. So as mentioned in the PPT part, I specifically talked about automation pipeline or a flow. It starts with trigger and it ends with an action plan or an action. So there is different kind of triggers are there. We have a manual trigger which will run the entire n8n workflow in using just on clicking on that. And there we have a schedule trigger, like this is the manual trigger. Then we have a schedule trigger. Now this schedule trigger is something which, as an example, I was talking previously. So what if your entire project or entire workflow gets triggered at every morning, and the entire process could start automatically. So that that can be done by this schedule trigger. Then we have different kinds of other trigger, like webhook trigger, like something from your main website which you have built, or maybe something you are thinking of making one. You can hit it into this webhook to trigger this entire n8n. So basic HTML and CSS or JavaScript part could be your front end, and your entire backend or automation could be done by n8n. So to connecting those two parts, you can use this webhook or my favorite node in n8n, this HTTP request node. So it can be used for any method we want to make, like we have to get the data, or we want to post something, or want to delete something. This is the node which provides the most amount of flexibility than any other uh, automation tools available in the market, like Make and Zapier. So we'll not go too much deeper part on the start. We'll use the manual trigger for this particular tutorial. We are going to make something. Uh, so before jumping into anything else, um, so this plus icon is basically have all the nodes which we can use, and as a if someone have got a little bit amount of coding knowledge or a programming knowledge, they know if and switch kind of node statements, and we can also do all those stuff with similar nodes. Like I just called one if node, then there is a switch node. Similarly works as suppose n condition is there when it is met, it will go to the first number of connected line. If not, then something else similar to what if else conditions does. Then we can add different kind of human review, uh, like a middleman or something. If something like business related details or something could be done via human reviewed, so we can use all these different nodes like WhatsApp Business Cloud, Telegram, normal chat, which will be here in the n8n. We have Discord and Gmail. So basically, what will happen is it will provide a human review first, send all the email message to particular person, and if it approves via these uh, communication part, we will get the work done. Hopefully I am able to explain you this. Now if you are very much of a technical, you will learn this very quickly and you can understand all of these nodes very quickly. But for my non-technical friends, we have something which could help them very well. So n8n provides multiple templates. Some are free, some are paid as well, but all most of them are free to use. Like you can just if suppose this is the one of the template person life manager with Telegram, Google services and voice enabled AI. So this one template is free. We can just copy paste this entire and workflow in our workflow to get our work done. We can use all for free as well. We can just copy play copy this template to a clipboard and we can just paste it down here. Voila. And people who are making this have created multiple nodes so we can understand what it is going under the hood, what node is doing which task. We can understand very easily. So for this particular tutorial, let's find something very simple. So I got one template which says learn n8n basics in 3 easy steps. So before just copy pasting it into our own environment, let's start with a little more from scratch. I tried to create one, but for you, let's create it together. So you just have to come down to this part and use a chat node, a chat trigger node. Okay, let me just delete this. Okay, so use this chat trigger node. So basically what it does is this will going to trigger our n8n workflow using a chat messages. In further tutorials, we will going to make a chatbot, so in which you will get a better understanding of what this node does. We will not select anything, we just keep it like this. Now, for the non-tech people, I'm sorry, but I can't make more simple than this. We are going to hit one API, and from that API, we are going to get a code, like a random code of the day. So we'll call our HTTP node, and now all this links and APIs and stuff will be in the description, or I may have provided by any different mm, communication channel. So you just have to paste this URL to this URL block, and now while I was creating, I got an security error. So we will just for this tutorial, we'll keep this ignore SSL issue uh, option enabled. So this will hit this API without any concerns of any security threat. Now, what this will do, even though, well, let's get it to very basic one, which is manual trigger. Okay, there is a one manual trigger here. Okay, okay. Just connect this to this node, and you just have to paste, like click on this execute workflow, or you can do this with this way as well. So as you can see, it ran something. The workflow executed successfully. So this manual trigger node actually triggered our flow, and the next node, which was this one, it hit this random code API URL, and this provided us a good code. So this is a JSON structure for those who are from a non-technical part. This JSON structure contains a key and value pairs, and currently we have multiple things, and we have ID of the code, we have content, uh, whatever the code is, who was the author of this, and some tags and other stuff. So you can see it in three ways. This is the JSON one. This is, you can see is it at an as an table format, or you can see it as an schema. There is nothing, just uh, a good way of seeing the JSON. So uh, I just got this here. Now you can paste it to a set node. So what set node is? Set node is the one which carries our structural data, and it provides it to further nodes very easily. We'll do nothing, but we'll use so basically you can manually map them with this one. So I will say quote of the day, and we will use this content. Now this is going to be an expression way. So after content, we will also use the author name, because we are not the credit stealer, right? So by this, it will give us an answer like this. In, you can see it in JSON table all the way. You give before you get Napoleon Hill. So this is the most simplest um, example I can give it to you today. If we could execute it once more, we got another code, which is, if we learn to open our hearts, anyone, including the people who drive us crazy, can be our teacher. That is a very nice code actually. You can execute it again and it will work. So if we go to executions, you can see the executed nodes entire in the entire canvas, and for the evaluation we have to do something else, so we can see it into further videos. This is how uh, this is the easiest way how n8n we can make. Hopefully you have learned something newer today, and by this, let's end today's video. Now I have a task for all of you who are watching this video. uh, you can go to this particular template, The link will be into the description or into the comments, and you have to make all these three steps. Now you can just skip this connect to Gmail one. We will see all this connecting part into the next videos, and try to learn something from this as well. Now there is one more thing, which is courses, which n8n provides itself. And okay, so n8n provides two text courses, which is a beginner course and an intermediate course, which courses which provides basic understanding from scratch. Also, it provides a certificate as well. So if you are the one who want to learn something new and want to automate your life, please go through these tutorials. I will also give you this link as well. So please make sure uh, before coming to the next video, you should have at least completed one of the courses. And yeah, so thank you for watching this video. See you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.